Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetStudio.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of Lava Iris Pro 30. Lava Iris Pro 30 for which we are doing the unboxing. This is an exclusive unboxing which we are doing for you. Right now this device is not available anywhere, but we have actually got this device and we are doing this exclusive unboxing for you so that you can get to know what all contents which are there within the package of this phone. And one thing I would like to point here is that I have been using this device for like more than 3 to 4 days now, and this is a pretty decent device, I would say, in terms of overall day-to-day usage. So we are going to unbox this device only for you so that you can actually get to know what all package contents you will get with this device. Otherwise, I have already opened this box, and that is something I just wanted to clarify. So here we have the box, and if we take a look of the box from the back side, we can see that there are some specifications of the device mentioned. It has got a 4.7-inch Sharp HD display. Sharp is the company which has actually manufactured the display of this phone. It is a high definition display. We will tell you about the resolution later. It is an OGF display as well, so it is powered with OGF technology, which does make this device kind of slim and quite lightweight as well in terms of the overall weight. We will also tell you about the weight later on. When it comes to the display panel, it is a full laminated touch panel with high strength scratch proof Corning Gorilla Glass coating. So you have a Corning Gorilla Glass protection on the front, which does make the display of the device quite strong, and it will resist to the scratches to an extent. When it comes to the SIM card support, you have support for the normal size SIM card in the SIM card slot 1, and the second SIM card is a micro SD on this device. When it comes to the processor, it has 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, which is a MediaTek 6589 processor which we have on this device, with PowerVR SGX 544 GPU which we have on this device. We have Android 4.2 running on this device. 4 GB of internal memory is there on this device, which seems to be pretty low because this device is priced at an MRP of around 15,999, and at this price point you can easily get any other phone with the 8 GB internal memory these days, but or even 16 GB you can also get, but this one has 4 GB of internal memory, but you do have micro SD memory card slot to expand the storage. You have 1 GB of RAM, 8 megapixel of autofocus camera at the back, and we will show you that, and 3 megapixel front camera which is a fixed focus camera. The battery on the device is 2000 mAh, and again this battery is quite sufficient for this 4.7-inch display size, and as per our test you can easily get 1 day of battery backup on this device with moderate usage. So here we have the box. Let's unbox it and let's open it. So the first thing you will get in the box is the device itself, which is the Lava Iris Pro 30. Lava Iris Pro 30 is Lava Iris Pro is a series of devices which will come. This is the first device in this particular series. This is how the device looks like. One thing I like the most about this device is the overall weight. The weight of this device is really light. It is only 114 gram, which is definitely very good and quite comparable to the other phones, including an iPhone 5 you can compare it with. In terms of the overall design as well, it looks like a slim iPhone 5 as well, and we will also compare that very soon with this one. So we will compare an iPhone 5 with this one, and in terms of the weight, this one feels as light as you might have experienced with an iPhone 5 once you have hold it that into your hand. So we will take a look over the phone later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So the other thing which we get in the package is this screen guard, which actually comes pre-installed on the device, and we have removed it from the device. So once we open this panel, here we have the other accessories which will come within the package. You get a micro USB to USB cable which will come within the package, and this cable can be used for data syncing as well as for charging. You have a charger over here which comes from Lava, universal USB wall charger. When it comes to the output current which you will get from this charger, the output current is going to be 1000 milliampere or 1 ampere. You have a user manual for this phone. For those who are new to Android, this will definitely help them. You have these kind of headphones which come within the package, and these headphones are in-ear headphones, as you can see, and they do have a module over here with a button to pick the call, and there is a mic as well in it, and this is how the audio lead looks like. Apart from this, one thing I must tell you, that is the flip cover. We were not sure about the flip cover earlier, but we have just seen that this device has a flip cover which comes within the package of the phone. So this is a pretty good quality of flip cover which you will get. We will also confirm whether this flip cover is actually a smart cover as well. That means it actually turns off the display or turn on the display when you flip the flip part of the flip cover onto the phone display. So the overall build quality of this flip cover looks very good. You have a nice soft material inside to protect the display from any kind of scratches. Here you have the section for the mic, I guess, and we'll just confirm that. You have loudspeaker cutout over here, the cutout for the camera as well over here. So we will just apply this, and these are all the things which you get within the package. You also get an additional screen guard which will come within the package of this phone. So in case you are not happy with the screen guard which comes pre-installed on the device, and just like as we have removed the screen guard, so you can actually apply a new screen guard which will come within the package of this phone. So these are all the contents of the phone. Let's keep everything aside apart from the phone and the flip cover, and let's apply the flip cover onto the phone. So here we have the flip cover for the Lava Iris Pro 30, and let's apply the flip cover. One thing which I really like about this flip cover is that you don't have to remove the back cover of the phone in order to apply the flip cover. You just need to place the phone inside these vents and it will get fitted pretty easily and pretty nicely. However, the overall fit of this flip cover is not that good, especially with this phone. I don't know what is the reason, but once you attach it properly from all the edges, it will work pretty fine, and the overall fit is also pretty good. There is a proper cutout for the camera, the 8 megapixel camera at the back, which is an autofocus camera with LED flash, dual LED flash is there. You also have a cutout over here for the secondary mic on this device. You have a proper cutout for the loudspeaker, so no ports, nothing is being blocked with this flip cover. You also have access to micro USB port for data syncing and charging. You have access for the primary microphone which is inside this hole. Over here you can actually access the power and sleep key as well as the volume rocker, and you can also talk on the phone using this flip cover because of this cutout which is there for the earpiece. So pretty good in terms of the overall finishing and the build quality as far as the flip cover is concerned. The flip cover has got a rubberized kind of a matte finish to it, which does feel very good in hand, and it also feels pretty solid and pretty easy to hold. Not that lightweight again, but the flip cover is not that heavy to actually increase the weight of the device considerably to a high extent once you apply it. And again, you don't have to remove the back cover to apply the flip cover. So talking about the phone now, this is how the Lava Iris Pro 30 looks like. This is definitely one of the lightest phone which we have reviewed till date with this hardware configuration which we have on the device. Let me just give you an overview of the device as far as build quality is concerned. When we see the edges are actually made up of some good quality of plastic which has a chrome finish to it, as you can see, and it is plastic, not metal. That is something which we can confirm as of now. We have a port over here for the loudspeaker with a little bulging out these things basically, which will make sure that you get sound even when you place the device like this on a table. Although the sound will get muffled at times whenever you place the device like this on a table, because the loudspeaker will get blocked, which is actually at the back side. You have an 8 megapixel camera, autofocus camera capable of recording high definition video as well. You have dual LED flash for low light photos, secondary mic for noise cancellation, Iris Pro 30 branding, Lava branding over here. On this side we have the volume rocker and the power and sleep key, and both of these buttons give you good amount of feedback, and these are metallic buttons which you have. You have a 3.5mm audio jack on the top. On this side we have no ports, nothing, no connectivity, and over here at the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging and the primary mic. So let me just remove the back cover of this device to show you the phone from the back side. So as far as the battery is concerned, the battery is 2000 mAh battery which we have on this device. For 4.7-inch OGF display, you have a micro SD card slot to expand the storage. You have the SIM card slot 1 which will accept a normal size SIM card, whereas the SIM card slot 2 will accept a micro SIM, not a normal size SIM card. So the overall form factor of the Iris Pro 30 is definitely good because this device has a 4.7-inch display. So it is a pretty decent device when you use it with one hand. So the one-handed usage of the device is very good because you can reach the screen, almost any part of the screen with one hand, which is a good thing. Apart from it, on the front, if we take a look, we have the 3 megapixel fixed focus camera. Here you have the proximity and ambient light sensors. I don't know whether you can see them. And you have the metallic earpiece behind the glass display. On the bottom, you have the touch capacitive buttons, which are within the body of the phone, not within the display, and they will light up whenever you touch them. So these touch capacitive buttons will automatically work whenever you tap on them. This is how the display look like. The display resolution on this device is 720 x 1280. Although the display is not full high definition display, but again you will not notice the pixelation on this display even if you take a closer look like this, as you can see. So the display is pretty good in terms of the font size, and it does not feel pixelated. That is something which we can tell you. Although it is not a full high definition display, but you can call it HD display which we have on this device. The pixel density is also pretty good. It gives you a pixel density of around 312 pixels per inch. And let me just show you some of the images which we have in the gallery so that you can get an idea about how good the display is. Let me just play some videos as well so that you can get an idea about the quality of the display which we have. It has a live gallery in which it actually plays the videos which are there on the device in the small mode as well, even when they are shown as thumbnails. So that will also give you an idea what is there inside the gallery on the device when you have it. So this is how the video will look like when you play a video on this device, and it is capable of playing high definition videos both at 720p as well as at 1080p. The display is that good that it is an IPS LCD display, and it does give you pretty wide viewing angles. As you can see the display from extreme angles, either from the left or from the right. You can view it from the top and bottom extreme angles as well, and the overall quality of the display definitely is good. Now talking about the thickness of the device, the thickness of the device is around 7.9 millimeter, which is definitely thin for this kind of hardware which we have seen on any other phone. This phone is one of the thinnest phone which we have seen in the market which is there. As far as build quality is concerned, it does feel like pretty good, although it does not feel metal at all in any way. Although when it comes to the edges, you have plastic which is good quality of plastic, and at the back you have a matte finish back cover which is again removable, and it is a very thin quality of plastic which has been used on this black back cover. But again, all this makes this device pretty light in terms of the weight, so there is no problem as such. Even if the flip cover is actually of very thin quality of plastic, the overall device weight is that light that you can't even imagine on this particular hardware configuration. And apart from this, if we take a look over the edges, you do have a very thin kind of a plastic, a black plastic which is on the edges, which actually holds the display together. Apart from this plastic, you have a black plastic which is actually on the edges, which does give this device kind of a good look, and also it makes the display quite stable, and it gives this device a kind of a look which you might have seen on iPhone 5 or iPhone 4. Here we have the lock screen, and once we unlock the device, we can see this device has like 5 home screen which cannot be increased or decreased, but again you can increase them with the help of third-party launchers. You can have more home screen in case you want to. When it comes to the Android version which is there on this device, it is running 4.2, and we will just confirm with the exact version of Android. As far as the customizations are concerned, we do not see any customizations on this device as far as the overall UI is concerned, although there are like 1 or 2 widgets which are custom designed for this specific device. But again, when it comes to the overall customization which we see, we do not notice anything. But there are some applications which come pre-installed, including backup and restore, and some other application on this device which will definitely help you to do day-to-day tasks very easily on this device. You also have a LavaCare application which comes pre-installed. You also have some other applications like FM radio which comes pre-installed on this device. You have YouTube application company installed, Twitter application is also there. You have a video player as well which company installed. You get a file manager, an FM radio application. So you have a pretty good number of useful applications which will company installed, apart from the Google application which you will definitely see on this device, including all these as you can see. So let's go into the settings and take a look what version of Android which we are running on this device. So it is running Android 4.2.1 as you can see, which is the exact version of Android. And let's take a look over the storage scenario as of now. So the storage on this device is kind of limited, that is only 4 GB of storage is actually available, out of which around 1.48 plus 0.93 GB, approximately 2.4 GB is actually available to the user for installing applications and storing picture, videos and other data. But one thing which is good about this device is that you can change the default write disk. That means you can actually select the preferred install location. Once you have inserted an SD card into this device, you can also install apps on the SD card, and you can move apps from the phone memory to the SD card. Now talking about the display on this device does support automatic brightness because of the sensors which we have over here. When it comes to wallpaper, you have support for live wallpapers, static wallpapers and video wallpapers are also supported, so you don't have to install any custom application for the same. When we talk about the audio profiles, you do have the option of enhancing the overall audio which you will hear from the headphones which come within the package. We have used the headphones on this particular phone, but again the audio quality which you get from the headphones is not that good. We have already packed them again because we were not too happy. The bass levels are definitely very low on those headphones, although the treble is kind of high, but overall the overall quality of sound which you will get from the headphones is good enough for this much of budget smartphone, I would say, in terms of the price at which it comes. And you can always enhance the sound by using this option. You just need to check this and definitely you will experience a better quality of sound from the headphones once you check this. As far as RAM is concerned, you have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and let me just show you the current scenario. So right now we are not using much number of applications, but there are some games which are running in the background. So the device with some heavy games which are running in the background, it is consuming around 772 MB of RAM and around 200 MB of RAM is free. Although the amount of RAM is low, but still the device is responsive and we do not notice any kind of lag within the UI. You also have support for GPS navigation on this device. You have to just check these options and make sure that under GPS satellite options, these two options should be on so that it can download the EPO assistance file, and you can use GPS navigation on this device with the help of assisted GPS. And we will just confirm about the sensors as well. When we talk about the keyboard, let me just show you the phone dialer first of all. So this is how the phone dialer will look like, and phone dialer is definitely kind of custom in terms of the overall look and feel. It is not stock Android. You have the option of making a video call directly from here, which is a good thing. Let me just show you the messaging application as well. Although the messaging application over here is not customized, it is stock Android. As you can see, this is how the keyboard keys will look like. The keyboard keys are pretty big in size for typing, although you might face some problem while typing on this device with thick fingers initially, but you will get used to it. You can always type in the landscape mode as well. Although when it comes to continuous input support, you do not have continuous input supported, or swipe to type is not supported on this device. Now taking a look over the hardware configuration of this device, the model number of the device is Iris Pro 30. You have ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is MediaTek 6589 quad-core processor which we have on this device. Let's take a look over the display. The display resolution is 720 to 1280. You have PowerVR STX 544MP at the GPU. Let's take a look over the sensors. The sensor which we have on this device is 3-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor, orientation, and 3-axis magnetic field sensor is also there. So it will give you better precise navigation on this device. Now as you can see, this is how the camera UI look like on this device. The camera UI does have the option of autofocus, and tap to focus is also supported. So you do have tap to focus, and autofocus is also there once it detects a subject over there in the center. When it comes to the photo modes, you have HDR mode, you have beautification mode, you have panorama mode also supported, you have multi-angle view shot which you can select. Apart from it, if we take a look over the front camera, So this is how the view will look like from the front camera. The front camera is pretty good. It can do a good quality of video chat, which you can do from this device, which is a good thing altogether. And again, the overall details are not that great from the front camera, but the overall quality of the video feed which you will get from the front camera is pretty good. Let me just go back to the back camera, show you the settings for the video and photos. So for the photos, you have 0 shutter delay, face detection you can turn on. Continuous shot is also supported, burst shot up to 99 shots maximum can be taken from this device. Then you have the video mode. Under the video settings, you have electronic image stabilization. You can turn on and turn off the microphone. You have the time-lapse interval videos which you can record. The video quality is set to medium as of now. You can record high definition video at high as well as at fine. With 30 frames per second you can record the video from this device, both at 720p as well as at 1080p. So let me just take this photo as of now to show you the overall clarity of this device as far as photo quality is concerned. When you take a photo in artificial light or in an indoor room like this one, so let me just show you this photo and some other photo as well which we have taken. So again, the amount of details is not that good in this photo, but again the overall color reproduction is pretty good for the low light photos like this one. And we have some other photo as well which we have taken of a case of an iPhone 5. This photo also looks good, but again we are not too happy with the amount of details it has, but the overall color saturation and the rendering of the colors is pretty good. The color reproduction is definitely good for a budget device like this with this much of camera which we have on this device. One thing which is good about this device is that it does support OTG as well. That means you can actually connect a flash drive like this with the help of an OTG cable with this device and it will work directly. You can read the contents of the flash drive. Let me just show you the same. So it will definitely help you to read the contents on the flash drive. You can actually play movies from the flash drive itself. Like this one, you can actually play movies from the flash drive on the go. Because this device has limited internal storage, so this feature will definitely help. Although you do not get the OTG cable within the package of this phone, so you will have to buy it on your own. Unlike the previous Iris 504Q, on which we used to get the OTG cable which comes within the package of the phone, but in this one you will not get the same. Now here we have the stock browser which comes loaded on this phone. The stock browser is again the same. There is no customization which we can notice. It does give you this full screen browsing experience as well. The address bar and the bottom bar will automatically get hidden. When it comes to kinetic scrolling, there is no problem. You can also play YouTube videos within the web page which are embedded on to a web page within this browser. You can do that. You do have double tap to zoom supported. Pinch to zoom is also pretty good, but again it is not that smooth in terms of the overall transitions and effects, but it does look good. When it comes to the other features, when it comes to double tap to zoom, you have that supported. You can also do panning, and the text also looks pretty crisp and clear on this display. So even if you take a look over the document which has large amount of text, you will be able to read it through this browser without any issues. So as you can see, we are playing a YouTube video from our channel, and this is our trailer. And when it comes to the overall sound quality from this device which you will get, so it is quite loud. That is something which we can say. So the sound quality is quite loud, although if you place the device like this on a table, the sound will get blocked to an extent, but not completely. When it comes to the viewing angles, you can see the display from extreme angles as well, even when you are watching a video from YouTube. And this video is right now running in high definition quality, so which is also good. Although you do have a full screen video watching experience on this device, whenever you watch a video like this or any other high definition video which you will watch on this device, it will get played in full screen, especially the YouTube videos which we play on this device gets played in full screen. So now we are playing this game called Temple Run OZ on this device, and this game is running fine till now as far as graphics are concerned. Although we might notice a little amount of frame drops, but again after running this game 1 or 2 times, that becomes smooth. So in terms of the overall graphics, this game is running pretty fine without any issues. You can easily play this game on this device. The gravity sensor of the device is also working well, and the touchscreen is responsive to the finger touch. There is no problem and there is no delay as far as the touchscreen is concerned while playing this game. Now we are playing this game called Frontline Commando D-Day, and this is a kind of a graphic intensive game, not fully graphic intensive like Mortal Kombat 4 or Nova 3, but pretty high end in terms of the graphics. And here we have the gameplay. So all the controls of the games are accessible on the screen without any issues. The touchscreen is responsive, although it is not very smooth in terms of the response. We can notice little amount of frame drops while playing this game, but you can play this game on this device, and that is more important, as you can see. So this game can run on this device with little amount of frame drops. The overall gaming experience for this game is pretty okay. Now the score which we have got on Quadrant on this device, this is how the score looks like. The exact score is 4004, and if we take a look over the detailed score, this is how it looks like for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. The score which we have got on Nina Mark is pretty good, I would say. It is 46.1 FPS, and this device can play high graphic intensive games and medium graphic intensive games both on this device. Although the high graphic intensive games like Mortal Kombat 4 and Nova 3, they will show good amount of graphic lag, but when it comes to the medium graphic intensive games or casual games, they will run fine on this device without any issues. On multi-touch, this device supports 10-point multi-touch. Now here we have the score for the Antutu benchmark for this device, and when it comes to the ranking or the scores, this device has scored a score of 13535, which is not a very high score but pretty average score for a device like this. But again, at this particular score, it can play heavy games as well on this device, although you will see some amount of frame dropping, not a very high amount of frame dropping when you play those heavy games. So this device is in between Google Nexus 4 and Samsung Galaxy S2 in terms of the overall benchmark scores. That is something which we can say. One more thing I would like to tell you is that you do have an LED notification light on this device as well, which will light up for notifications for missed calls, for messages and other alerts. The overall battery backup on the Iris Pro 30 is around 1 day with moderate usage. That means you do not watch a lot of videos on this device and you do not play a lot of games. But again, if you play games like more than 25 minutes on this device during day-to-day usage, and if you watch a lot of videos as well, then in that case it will not give you 1 day of battery backup. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Lava Iris Pro 30. We really like this device. As far as the camera is concerned, the camera is decent. Being an 8 megapixel camera, it does give you pretty good picture quality. When it comes to the weight, the device weight is definitely light. The overall build quality of the device is decent, although it might feel plastic at times, but again it looks pretty premium and very nice in terms of the overall design. That is something which we have noticed. The display is also pretty good, pretty high viewing angles which you have on this device, and the overall color saturation and the reproduction of colors is also good on this device. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.